It's the first day of my trip, and the thought of leaving all my friends and family still hasn't sunk in. It almost feels like I'm taking a short vacation, but I'm sure the feeling is well on its way, and the question is, will I be ready for it?
I've been around this country in a wagon of Indian quilts. I've called many places my home, little darling, but I only come from one.
Landed in San Diego. Now I'm just waiting for my friend Sarah, who's gonna pick me up and gonna catch some food and should be good. Let's do this. Seeing my best friend Sarah is already putting me in a better spirit. I'm happy to start my journey in such a familiar place like San Diego, and having Sarah guiding me through the city will surely make this trip more enjoyable. For our first stop, we are going to get some local food and beers at a place in the University Heights district called Small Bar. There, I sampled some delicious foods, including an extremely well-made pork sandwich which came with fried pickles and french fries. And there's no better way to wash it down than with one of my favorite San Diego beers, Green Flash IPA. Afterwards, we headed to a local dive bar down the street called Lancers to play a little pool and take advantage of their 2-for-1 bourbon specials. Now, this is where things get a little hazy. Just the bullet straight to me, yeah.
Straight up, no rocks.
No rocks.
Oh, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn into the ground. Let the kiln inside our hearts burn this all into the ground. Oh, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn into the ground. Oh, let the fear behind my eyes burn this all into the ground.
All in all, I have to say it was a pretty good first day in San Diego. Good day number 2 in San Diego. And Kyle over here is gonna drive us to the place that Sarah is gonna tell you about right now. What's it called?
We're going to Gordon Biersch.
Gordon Biersch! We're going to Gordon Biersch! We're gonna drink
this Gordon Biersch. It looks like Biersch.
It's more fun to say Biersch, so
It is.
it's Biersch.
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 Gonna get some food and drink a little beer. Should be fun. Gordon Biersch Brewery is an award-winning American brewery and restaurant that serves delicious German-style food and has a great variety of beers. I have to say, the food was pretty good, but a little overpriced in my opinion. Since we had such a long day of drinking yesterday, we decided to take it easy. So we headed to Mission Beach to have a bit of a fire and to take in some of the view.
So right now we are in Mission Beach, and that way is Pacific Beach, and then about a mile that way is within the Ocean Beach.
Mission Beach was definitely not one of the cleanest beaches I've ever been to, but with the night approaching and the fire pit going, it ended up being a wonderfully relaxing experience. So this is day number 3 in San Diego. We're about to go get some breakfast and then do a nice little hike, so I'm excited. For breakfast, we went to a restaurant called The Mission in the North Park District, and I could already tell this place was going to be good by the amount of people waiting for a seat. The food was excellent and very reasonably priced. The rosemary potatoes come highly recommended. I had the chilaquiles and was extremely satisfied. It was also voted one of the top 25 best breakfast spots in the country by USA Today. Once we got a good breakfast in our belly, we headed towards a town called Julian. It's about time we worked off some of that food and beer we've been consuming for the past few days. We hiked up a trail called Stonewall Peak. The area was mainly desert, and the scenery looked like something out of Dr. Seuss. It was a little sad to see, only because there's a lot of burned trees from a recent fire. This happens a lot in California due to the weather and people not extinguishing their fires and just plain negligence. As sad as it is to see, it was an incredible hike, and the area is absolutely beautiful.
Made it!
Hey! That was a good old time. Let's go eat some pie now. After the hike, we drove 20 minutes away to a town called Julian, a place that looks like it came straight out of a Clint Eastwood movie. It almost seems like it was built on purpose as a tourist trap, but in reality, it hasn't changed much since it was founded in 1870. It is even an official California historical landmark. But what Julian is most famous for is apple picking and their apple pies.
Can we get a Dutch apple caramel?
A caramel apple Dutch?
Yes.
Yes, delicious. Let's eat this shit. Oh my god, that is a lot
What the
of caramel. Oh man. That night, we went to another local restaurant called Tiger Bar, and again, I sampled another extremely well-made pork sandwich and some of their beers they brewed there called Atomic Brewery. It was another great ending to another great day. So this is my last day of San Diego, and me and my friend Sarah are gonna go to the beach. Going to OB?
Going to OB. Ocean Beach.
Ocean Beach! Going to Ocean Beach was definitely a great way to spend my last day in San Diego. The weather was great, and we ended up walking to the beach next to it, which was called Dog Beach, which, as you might assume, was an entire beach for dogs. Yeah, I think I could see myself living in San Diego for a little bit. Later that day, we went to a wine bar called Splash Wine, which may end up being my favorite bar in San Diego. They have over 100 wines you could try by simply purchasing a prepaid card, which will allow you to sample an ounce of any wine you choose, from the cheap to the extremely expensive. Alright, just wave to the camera and say bye.
Bye, Chris. Wish you the best.
Once again, it's time to say goodbye, which seems to be the developing theme of this trip. I had such a great time in San Diego, and I still feel like there's so much more to see. But now, I'm heading to one of the largest cities in the world, Mexico City.
No, darling, sometimes